A nitty-gritty Power Rangers, it doesn't work. This video is kind of like a response to the thing. It's my reaction and me kind of talking about it. I kind of called this and I kind of noticed that the fandom likes it and not likes it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Power Stroke Rangers, and it is a fan film which was created to show a dark and nitty-gritty Power Rangers. And I mean not like just like a few swear words, I mean the full shebang. You've got neck slitting, you've got machine guns, you've got drugs, you've got sex, you've got violence, and when I first started watching this, as soon as you see the Rangers, it literally, I'm not going to do a breakdown by breakdown of it, but when you've got the first part, you know, it seems like this Halo type, I don't know, Halo type film where you've got the Rangers running and the knife comes out of this hand, and then the camera turns to the Black Ranger running and the Black and Green Ranger running with machine guns. I mean, at this point you're thinking, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. And it carries on, and it's all about a story on how Rocky picked up, is interrogating kind of Kimberly, and it's kind of weird because to me, I'm like, I don't know what to kind of think about this. At first, before Rocky, this character's got a metal leg, and I didn't realize until it was like, it's Rocky, it's like, oh, because of his leg in Zeo, a stroke beginning of Turbo. Well, mainly beginning of Turbo, not Zeo. But I was like, oh, I get what you mean now. So this whole interrogation is finding Tommy, and it's the betrayal and the Rangers going their separate ways at times and using technology, and I don't know what to get with this. It gets to the point when Zach taking cocaine, sleeping with Scorpina and Divatox, and I'm like, I didn't know it was them until I had to read the credits. And it was full of nudity, and I don't know, it's weird because for ages the fans have always said they want a nitty gritty, dark, evil Power Rangers, one that is better than, like, you know, the light, the goodness that is Power Rangers. And the reaction that I've seen is literally, it's gone from I really want this to what the hell, no, this is horrible, this shouldn't be it. And I kind of find it weird because of this part with some of the fans going, they want this dark side, and now that they've got it, they don't want it. And I'm like, wow, you know, the Lionsgate film that comes out, I think people are just gonna be like, I just want it to be pretty much like this, like the original, like nice, not drug-filled cocaine bullets and stuff. And when watching the film, it just seems not like anything of the Rangers. Obviously the Ranger promoted not doing drugs, and thus therefore there were drugs. I don't think they went down the sex route because I don't think it was applicable at the time. The one thing I did quite like was kind of the twist at the end and the visual effects. Now, literally, this whole thing is you've got Rocky looking for Tommy. Tommy thinks that, you know, he thinks that Tommy has killed all the other Rangers, and you know, Kimberly is like saying, no, I'm not going to give him up. And then it reminded me a little bit of a Kill Bill when it kind of flashed back to certain things. I'm just, my whole thing about this is, I liked it to some degree, but I don't. Again, it was the visuals that kind of reminded me of Iron Man and Marvel. Well, Marvel mainly, you know, or pretty much every single sci-fi show that does the whole like computer grid and the swishy thing. And then the end part, which I'll get to in a bit. Now, do I think the Power Rangers should be dark? And no, I don't. I don't think it should have any of those elements. Even though like, I've grown up, and sometimes a dark element is quite fun to watch because it's like nice to see something different. If we were gonna do a whole thing of, say, how Power Rangers should be the film, I kind of think the Marvel route, because it has that whole balance of it can be for adults, but yet it can be for kids, and you have that kind of play with everything, and that's what I like. This film, even though it's got some good marks and some bad marks, I think now that when anyone turns around and says, I just want to see a dark Power Rangers, I want to see something nitty and gritty, boom, just link them to this trailer, wherever it is, if it's still out. One thing that I was reading this article about the director, I can't remember his first name, but it's Khan or something, and he was saying that he was making Power Rangers better. I don't think so, because I think there have been plenty of different seasons out there that have made Power Rangers what it is. There's some really bad series and there's some really good series, and again, it doesn't need to be made better because you have this whole this audience, what it's meant for. And now that you can see with Dino Charge, it's engaging to the adults but also to the kids, so you've got that whole balance where you can watch it, where you've had past seasons like Samurai and Megaforce, which were kind of like, oh, that is, you know, it's aimed for the kids and you know that the adults can't really watch it, but they do because they're either with the kids or they're just looking at it because they want to continue and how it's done. And that's how I see it. So when someone turns around and says, making Power Rangers good for once or making it better, I kind of think, really? You don't know your fans. And from what I've been reading online, he doesn't really know the show. He doesn't like Power Rangers. One thing now, when we've seen this, is the MMPR fan film that has been promised coming in and out. And to be honest, that's a whole different video on what I think, and I think when it comes out I'll review it. But now when you see that you want the dark, seedy Power Rangers, I think now this one, Power Stroke Rangers, is the one that we can see and say, look, I don't want this. I don't want to see a Halo type thing. I didn't like Tommy Shield. I know it's all focused on Tommy and everything is focused on Tommy in these fan films and stuff like that, but I didn't like the shield. I don't know, it did remind me of combat armor. The visual effects were impressive, but to be honest, I didn't like the design. It didn't feel like it. It does look like he had just a glowy metal thing or glowy kind of energy shield, and it wasn't what it was. The costumes were okay, but for me, no. I'm kind of in the thing. I liked it and I didn't. I liked it and I didn't. It's one of those things, to be honest. So I don't know, I think like just literally taking the elements of reversing what Power Rangers was not the way to go to some degree, but then again, a lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it. I'm just kind of on the fence. But it is funny to see the whole, people wanted the dark route, they got it, and they don't like it. And I don't know, maybe it's because of the whole, well, I kind of thought it would be good with having a nitty-gritty type feel, but no. And even like when my friends and I watched it, my friend James, who's into Power Rangers to some degree, was just literally shouting, and what the hell is this? This is not the show. And it's quite interesting to see an outside perspective on this one. He is a fan of the show, but he didn't kind of watch it a lot when, it carried on, like say myself or some of my other friends. But it was interesting to see the kind of element that had there and what it was.
At the time of recording this, more information came out from the guys who made it. They said that they wanted to show what Hollywood was doing to reboots, and they wanted to show that everything doesn't need to be dark or gritty. I kind of agree with this, but again, the whole film was a bit too dark, and I don't think Hollywood would do this to the Power Rangers, and Saban wouldn't let it ruin their franchise.
So Rangers, you tell me, what did you think about this? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know down below in the comments. And as always, Rangers, if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, Rangers, I will see you in a bit.